found myself back in my prayer room. I find my spirit very disturbed. While everybody's preparing for the Final Four in March Madness, things that's ran in the newspapers have disturbed me. I'm trying to figure out if black lives really matter. Then in Chicago alone, the murder rate has soared 72% in 2016. 88% in the first 3 months of 2016 compared to last year. I'm trying to ask the question if to the organization of black lives, if they really mattered, then why not riot now? There was 141 murders this year, 82 murders last year at the same time. I'm trying to figure out in my mind why no one is paying attention to black men killing black men. Why we always find ourselves as the victims. And now we have the separation once again that we're being victimized because of one bad white cop, two bad white cops, three bad white cops kill a young black brother. But every day we have black on black crime killing each other. Police in Chicago reported 677 shootings this year. Last year it was 359.
Somebody please give this buck dancing coon Ray Lewis a nigga snack. Somebody get it for him real quick because he is definitely out here searching. Now, for you guys that are not aware, former NFL football player Ray Lewis has came out here and basically buck danced and used certain talking points that the media uses basically to downgrade the black community as a whole and to tarnish the image of Black Lives Matter organization. And he basically came out here, put on his fake Dr. King preaching voice and what was alluding to the fact that why black folks don't come out here and march or riot when we have quote-unquote black on black crime in our communities, which there's no such thing. Now, there's two things I have a problem with Ray Lewis. One, him feeding into a narrative that is being pushed by people who practice white supremacy. Two, him not knowing his knowledge of what exactly is going on out here. And I've mentioned in previous other videos when I call people out like Richard Sherman when he got on there on a national platform and mixed company and started downgrading the Black Lives Matter movement. And a lot of people don't realize that the black community has been fighting against quote-unquote black on black crime a lot longer than fighting against police brutality. Because yeah, we knew it was out there, we knew it was going on, but what's happened is that today you got all these cell phones and everything is being broadcast on social media, it's on television, it's on your nightly news, and now what it's done is it's woken up people who were asleep, whether they're in the black community or outside the black community, as far as what's really going on out here. So now what's happening is that people are saying, you know what? Yeah, we have our issues within our community, just like any other community. But we need to bond together, unify together, and go after these crooked ass police officers out here that are killing our brothers and sisters. And what pisses me off is that, Ray Lewis comes out here and talks out the side of his ass. Not to mention, he's had issues with the law. So it's almost like, the pot calling the kettle black. But, he's out here searching for a nigga snack, as I would like to say. And what he's trying to do is he's trying to say in white folks' good grace. He's retired now. I was watching News One, this morning. And it was one, chick on there. She was saying, why did he come out and do this? And I'm going to tell you why he came out and done this. A lot of times, professional athletes or celebrities, what they'll do is after they retire or, they're not, getting roles or, their music is not successful the way they would like it to be, what they do is they come out here and they try to get everybody's attention, and they usually try to jump into the good graces of white people. Now, remind you, Ray Lewis is trying to, get this whole Reverend such and such thing he has going on. He's trying to get his church moving and everything. So he said, how can I come out here and draw in members or draw in, a certain group of people to benefit my business? Because that's what today's church is. It's a goddamn business. It's not about serving the Lord or, honoring whatever. It's a damn business. Let's keep it real out here. So he figured, I'm going to make a video out here and I'm going to basically downgrade one of the organizations that are getting things moving right now. Whether you agree with everything that the Black Lives Matter movement takes place in or takes part in, they have the ball rolling right now. So he figured, I'm going to come out here and I'm going to downgrade that organization, and that's going to get them white folks to come to my church and pay their little tithes. That's going to get membership. That's going to get the misinformed and the misguided church folks into my organization of my church. So it's all a business tactic for him. He's out here and he's basically cooning and buck dancing and being a sample for the so-called dominant society. He wants to continue to be invited to the Super Bowl and the NFL announcement tables and everything. He wants to keep that check rolling, and so he figured, I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna show my ass and I'm gonna downgrade my own people. And I've mentioned before in other videos that people talk about crime that happens within the black community, but this happens all over. It happens in the white community, happens in the Hispanic community, Asian, etc., etc. And what people don't realize is that we have a system that is designed around us for us to destroy each other. Not only ourselves, but each other. And historically, the black community has been taught or brainwashed to not like themselves or anything that represents them. So when you put a group of people who historically have been brainwashed and not like who they are, and then you put poor education within that community, you take away certain resources, you take away the ability for people to reproduce themselves. What you do is you create a community of chaos. Now, is this everybody in these communities? No, but there's certain people who carry a certain mindset that will easily fall into that if you're not up on game and you're not knowledgeable about what's really going on out here. But see, you got a few Negroes that, they'll make it to the professional sports industry, NFL, NBA, or happen to to get themselves to college or whatever, or just maneuver through the system and are able to get out of those situations. What they do is they forget, or they don't educate themselves about what's really going on out here. So what they do is they shit on the people who are still in those communities going through those situations. And we're all under the situation. It doesn't matter whether you live in a suburb or you live in a quote-unquote hood. We all are victims of racism. But nothing pisses me off more than a Negro who leaves the community or has certain opportunities or creates opportunities for themselves, but forgets about the daily struggle that black folks deal with in this country every single day. But Ray Lewis, you need to sit your monkey ass down with this bullshit. And for you guys who actually saw the video of Ray Lewis buck dancing, notice when he addressed cops who do negative things or shoot brothers and sisters down the street, notice he used them as individuals. He said these are individuals who are making bad mistakes. But when he addressed the black community and those within the black community who commit crimes against each other, he said it's us. It's a we problem. It's our responsibility to address these people and address these matters. But when it came to the police department, it's just individuals. These are just minor individuals that are using bad misconduct. So Ray Lewis, you need to go sit your ass down, man. You're full of shit. You muscle neck bitch.